All right. Merry Merry Christmas to everybody. Working on the new year. Hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody's out there had a good Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas. So we're going to come to you today with another defense of gun use, and then we're going to talk about how the black community in Buffalo is creating racism. And I'll get to that in 1 second. So, in case anybody's new to the channel, this is the Gun Violence Archive, link in the description. This doesn't cover every shooting in America, but it's a really good source that you're never going to hear about. It's been 639 mass shootings, according to this website. I mainly focus on the defense of gun uses, which, as you can see, the number is almost double. And again, I imagine there are more, but the point is the media will never talk about in all the ways in which people use guns to defend themselves. So we're going to get right to the first story, which is, I believe, right out of Detroit. You have an armed man killed while trying to rob a tow truck driver with the CPL, which I think is their version of concealed carry. PA, we call it a LTC, license to carry. So whatever. Robbing a tow truck driver. So destroying the community, one municipal worker at a time. An armed robber was shot and killed when he targeted a tow truck driver who had a concealed pistol license, Detroit police said. The shooting happened around 9:30 Monday in the 1500 and 15400 block of Young Street on Detroit's east side. Robbing people a day. So this guy is working a day right after Christmas, and you tried to rob him. You're a fucking degenerate piece of shit. Officials said a man with a gun tried to rob a tow truck driver, but that driver was a CPL holder and also armed. The tow truck driver shot the robber, and the robber died from his injuries, according to authorities. Police continue to investigate. Well, I don't give a fuck. In Pennsylvania, we got castle doctrine of your car. So you had a gun, you threatened the guy in his car. Sounds like castle doctrine of the car to me. I don't feel sorry. Trying to rob a guy doing his job one day after Christmas. You're a fucking degenerate. All right, let's get to the big story that I'm sure you're not hearing about. And this will be the last thing I cover, but we got some video. Oh, this is the big story. Footage shows looting across Buffalo as city plunged into chaos after blizzard. So we'll read the article, we'll go through the videos, and as always, I'm going to provide my fascinating commentary. A winter storm barreled through Buffalo, New York over the weekend and ended Christmas morning. But the emergency was far from over, as claims across social media indicate widespread looting. Looting in Buffalo began significantly downplayed by local media, said one Twitter user. Local media outlet WGRZ reported New York State Police confirms reports of 2 looting incidents. But judging by the footage posted on Twitter, looting appears to be widespread. Looting in Buffalo being significantly downplayed. Here's some of the chaos posted on social media.
Oh shit, there's birds in here. Damn! Don't touch your face. Damn, watch your face.
Yo. Yeah, God, what? You need nothing?
I mean, do you feel sorry for the people who work here? I mean, this isn't like BLM where you had people would come from one city, go to another city and then destroy that community or set it on fire. This is all local. There weren't buses of people being shipped in during the blizzard. This is all people who live in this area. You have to blame for this. Oh, all the cigarettes are gone. All the skull is gone.
Hey, no.
Man. Right. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Reports of looting at multiple locations in Buffalo, New York following a deadly winter storm.
Look at him running out. Look at him running in the house.
Robbing the Family Dollar. Who robs a Family Dollar in the middle of a storm? I know who. Let's go back. Who dat? Who is that?
Wow. Drop it all. You won't go to jail. They ran around this house. Look at them. They fucking booked it around here.
I mean, what does it say about a community? And when people are out there freezing to death, what does it say about a community that when times are hard, they destroy it? What does that say about those people? Do you want to live around those kind of people? Can you trust these kind of people? And this is just a snowstorm. Imagine if the electricity went out for a month. What do you think would happen to the town of Buffalo? Right. I mean, and it's this kind of behavior that I don't understand, because there's going to be some black activist that comes out and says Buffalo's a food desert. But is that same activist going to condemn her own fucking community? Your people are going around robbing and destroying your community. And then when those businesses close down and they don't come back, whose fault is that? Are you going to condemn your own people? No, it's going to be my fault, right? This is the white man's fault, right? I mean, Snow is white, so clearly Snow is racist.
Ain't no AC. Shut the fuck up. Whatever you just said, bitch, suck my dick. I mean, I'm scrolling to see what the fuck you doing. Bitch. Yes, I'm glad. I don't know. So. You think so? You on here? You entertained? You having a good time, right with me? Bitch, bitch, it's Christmas, bitch. I ain't doing shit, bitch. I'm chilling, bitch. What's up? Yeah, I'm in here to have a good time. Laugh and joking. Who the fuck is you, bitch? Me to be here getting you.
Who the fuck is you, bitch? Yeah, you're a part of No Child Left Behind. Can you tell?
Do some shit for your motherfucking teeth, you gay bitch. Get off my dick. Bitch, they got
a woman. She must be trans. She said, "Suck my dick." Wow.
two-faced girl Friday on my dick. I'm about glasses.
That's everything out of that story.
You want to call, bitch? I go live with everything, bitch. Who gives a fuck? What?
What happened? Is there baby wipes in here?
Girl, we don't got no kids. Don't know, bitch. Don't find that shit. We don't work here, bitch. We ain't here feeling like you.
Baby wipes in the back.
Bitch.
Baby wipes in the back. I'll focus on that for a second. So they're stealing all the diapers and the baby wipes and the baby food. And we'll come back to that in a second.
Hey, you right now.
Yeah, girl, just hold on. They just pissed me off on the
Get your dick out.
So filming themselves committing the crime. Do you think these black people are scared? Do you think they think the police are slave patrols? Or do you think they know there's no consequences and that's why they're doing it?
So stomach faggot, why you mad?
Yeah, okay.
Why you mad?
Okay.
Fuck is you mad? We getting it how we get it. Fuck
We getting it how we get it. Right. So in other words, as soon as shit gets hard, we're gonna come take your shit. Did you miss that? We want to play that for you one more time?
fuck is you mad? We getting it how we get it. Fuck
We getting it how we get it. And fuck the person who owns this store. And fuck the person who sells things to everybody in our community. As soon as there's a real emergency, we show who we are and we'll take your shit by force. And this is why nobody wants to live around you. You don't understand it yet? And you're not going to see this on national media. Anything that makes black people look bad, black people are a protected class. You're not going to see this on national media.
you talking about we ain't sitting on our ass, bitch. Come do it like us.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Come do it like us. Come rob the people in your community so we can destroy our community. And then later we can bitch about how nobody invests in our community. Yeah. Yeah. A bunch of low IQ, low impulse control motherfuckers. That's all you are.
Period. Bitch, come get your granny a pot, bitch. You faggot ass bitch, because I'm about to get me one. Come on, glass you want, bitch. Everybody in Buffalo, bitch, they done hit everything, bitch. They done went live. They been doing the shit, bitch. Girl, okay? This how I feel about him.
And we drinking on they shit in they store. And we live in they shit. And what the fuck is you gonna do, bitch? You act like the police.
Okay.
What the fuck is you gonna do? You not the police. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the video I wanted to show that was interesting.
He got his gun right on his shoulder. Yeah, the green. Yeah.
It's up?
Oh shit, look, he got his gun right on his shoulder. Yeah, the green. Yeah.
It's up?
Oh shit, look, he got his gun. Don't look. Oh, look at this shit.
Yo, look, the Arabs just caught these niggas. The Arabs just caught these niggas in the hair.
Hey, he got his gun. Shoot, my man. Run! Run!
Look, bro, he got his...
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I just... Run!
Shit, they started shooting.
Get in the house! Man! I never said it right there!
They jumping that shit.
Where did it?
All right. So this is the video I want to focus on. This is the main video I want to focus on. The other videos were just to show you, in case anybody says to me, oh, big time. Look, black people ain't robbing their community. Yes, the fuck you are. That's what you always do. In 2020, that's what you did in Philly. When the guy who beats his children, robs women with a gun, and punches cops, was beating up his parents, and then the police told him to put down the knife when he was shot, you went to bat for a fucking wife beater, a home invader, and someone who attacks police officers and beats up his parents. Because that's who the black community capes for. Walter Wallace, remember him? I'm gonna play the video one more time, then I'm gonna talk about a couple things in here. This is the main video I wanted to talk about.
He got his gun right on his shoulder.
So the Arabs are seeing their stores. Here. Who owns stores in the black community? Not blacks. So in this case, Arabs own the Family Dollar, the Dollar General, whatever store the black community is ripping off. And they show up armed. So essentially like the rooftop Koreans in 92 in LA. Unfortunately, this is New York State, and these Arabs, they're probably going to go to jail because New York State is turning into a communist utopia where criminals can have guns and commit crime, but if you defend yourself or if you defend your property, you'll probably end up like Jose Alba and you'll be in prison. Not to say that the Arabs don't have money and that they won't come together like the Puerto Rican, the Latino community did for Jose Alba, but so again, the Arabs come to defend their property, and listen to the black people. Listen to the black community and what they say about the Arabs defending their property.
Yeah, the green. Yeah.
It's up?
Oh shit, look, he got his gun in the blue too. He got his gun, look. Oh, look at this shit.
Yo, look, the Arabs just caught these niggas. The Arabs caught these niggas in the hair.
Hey, he got his gun. Shoot my man. Run, run.
Look, bro, he got his...
Oh, shit.
Like, listen to how surprised they are. Do you think this is a community that's not used to having other groups stand up to them? Do you think this is a community that's used to getting everything their way? This is a community that when white people are around, if they're at a job, if they're at a college or a school, they can just call the white people racist, and then they can get the white people fired, or they can get the white people kicked out of school. But the Arabs, they don't feel sorry for you. They didn't feel sorry for you during the Arab slave trade, where they'd cut your dick and balls off so you would guard their harems, right? They haven't felt sorry for you since the 6th century, when it was hauling your ass out of Africa. So they show up with guns, defending their property. And what does the black community say? The black community doesn't say to other people, members of the black community, hey, stop stealing their shit, put your shit down. Instead, they're acting surprised that there's one group of people that's actually going to use lethal force to defend their property.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I just...
Shit, they start shooting.
Get in the house. Man. How do we stay right here?
And this is what I want to talk about. So these Arabs come out. So the Arabs own the stores. The Arabs sell the black community supplies and food and diapers and baby wipes and, flaming hot Cheetos and shit. And what does the black community do during a blizzard? They rob you blind. They steal everything they can. And I want you to think about it from the Arabs' perspective. So these Arabs are going to potentially lose their business. They're not going to be able to open their store again. They got to go home and they got to tell their kids, now dad has to get a job at a gas station or be a greeter at Walmart because of the black community. Now that kid or those kids are going to grow up hating the black community of Buffalo because you robbed their parents blind. You took everything from these Arab families. And by your actions, the black community just created Arab racists. That's what you did. You robbed these Arab families of their home, of their ability to generate income, of their ability to put food on the table for their children. And you act surprised when they don't have any guilt for you. They don't feel sorry for you. And the worst part is, because they're in New York State, they might go to jail for defending their property. And all I can say is, whoever's watching, do the Arab children have the right to hate the black community of Buffalo for stealing everything from their Arab parents? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And again, what does the black community do? They don't tell other blacks, stop robbing. They don't tell other blacks, hey, this is wrong. They say, nah, man, this is how we get it. This is how we get ours. Meaning when shit gets hard, they're going to try to take it from you. And listen to how surprised they are that another group ain't having their shit. Fascinating, right? That's why it's so important to get your kid out of fucking school so you don't feel sorry for criminals. Criminals only understand one thing, and that's lethal force.
Yep, there's another one right here.
Little kids got this. Robin.
Damn.
Look at all these bums looting errands, bro. All these trucks are looting errands right now.
man. This is the Walmart. This is the Walmart. And this is why nobody wants to build anything in your community. This is why nobody wants to invest in your community. This is also the same community that complains about gentrification. And yet when other people take a chance, when other groups, when other brown people take a chance to bring food to your community, you destroy it. I'm happy the internet exists because everyone is finally seeing who you are. I mean, think about all the people who work in this Walmart. This Walmart might have to close now. Think about the black people who work at this Walmart who now might have lost their jobs because of the black community of Buffalo. You don't even give a fuck about your own people. And I hate that I have to say it that way. I mean, you don't care about the Arabs, right? Right? You're robbing their stores, and you also rob the Walmart, which, again.
Gas and everything too. Up to gas. Hey, no. That's what you got us down here.
And I think we got one more. This is the one making the rounds on the video. This was a guy breaking into a pizza place. And again, like, you got the tools. You can't build something, you just destroy, right? Got a fucking Nautica bag. No money, right? No money. No money, but we got a fucking designer. What is that? No money, but we got a fucking designer Nautica bag. Yeah, right. No money, right? This is the one I want to play. So listen to the language of the guy who's talking. It ain't English. He's probably, again, Arab, Middle Eastern. This guy potentially owns the store, and all the black folks coming out, they don't even want to be seen on camera. So again, this guy is watching the community he serves steal from him, rob from him, and then he has to go home and tell his wife and kids, the black community took our livelihood. Is his family allowed to hate you now?
Oh, لا يسرقوها. Ha, 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 ha. Damn.
You ever work in a store? You ever own a store? It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's like 6 12-hour days a week. You got to stock everything. You got to count everything. You got to keep an inventory. You know how many little stickers they have in a Family Dollar? There's a couple thousand items in there that got to be kept in stock. And all that gone. This is probably a franchise. I'm not exactly sure how Family Dollar works. Maybe it's a franchise where one family can own the place. And now this guy potentially loses everything. Why? Because of a fucking blizzard. Because the black community, because they can't help him. They only know how to take from him.
Huh? Yeah, oh. ها نهبوا فاميلي دالا يا شباب لا تشوفوها ولا يعب فيها حاجة ها يا ساتر يا ساتر يا ساتر يا ساتر يا ساتر يا ساتر ها ولا
that's not English. That sounds like Middle Eastern to me.
خلوشين. Oh yeah, it's my boy. He loaded, man. It's all right. Is it right? Huh? 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 You good? You good? You good, huh? Yeah, so
I don't know. One more.
Get them.
Got him. Got him.
Get the truck. Get the truck.
And here's the thing, right? So the police, and this is the last thing we're going to say, and then we're just going to be done. So the police are here, and they're catching people who are looting. But this is taking services away from other people who are freezing or stuck on the highway, or they're stuck in their home. There was a story of some mom who was in Buffalo who her and her husband had to like perform CPR on their kid because the kid's respirator didn't work. And she blames the police. Well, why don't you blame your fucking community? The police were stretched thin because instead of being out providing services, they had to be fucking security for all these stores because your community's robbing them. Why don't you blame your fucking community instead of the police? Always got to clean up after you too. You notice that?
David fucking shit up. They are tired. Yo, we in the house.
Yeah.
This ain't worth it. Right.
Always laughing about it. It's always funny, isn't it? Oh, look at our people robbing everybody else and stealing their shit. It's so funny. Isn't it funny how we just destroy a community? Isn't it funny how we just steal from these Arab families and just destroy their livelihood? Well, they should have known better. That's who we are.
That's grand. That's grand lesson right there.
But I guarantee you, if one of these cops even coughed on a black person who was in handcuffs, if the black person they were put in a car even banged their head, the whole black community be out there the next day marching saying, defund the police. Everything black people do is funny. Even when they destroy their community, it's a fucking joke. But whenever anybody does anything to you, you can't tolerate it. Just like in that video with the Arabs, all the black people were surprised that the Arabs were defending their property. Oh, they're going to shoot us? Yeah. You're robbing food out of the mouths of their children. Yeah, they're going to fucking shoot you. They're not condemning it. It's just a big fucking joke.
I know they cold as hell.
And she got the cheap Scots. She didn't even get the real Scots.
They got the one.
You got the cheap shit. Your ass ain't clean with that toilet paper.
Finger going right through. Finger going right through. Oh shit! They hit every store off him. They hit every store.
She got a case of chicken in the fucking trunk. she got a case of whole wings in the trunk.
Is that Nikayo?
She got a case of whole wings. Ah, shit. Damn, son. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
I mean, I don't know what to say, you know? And I like this. Besides looting, the blizzard-related death toll hit 25 in the metro area this morning, according to Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz, surpassing death of the 1977 blizzard. Conditions are so severe that even emergency responders needed rescuing. And at this point, parts of the city transformed into lawless places where some residents went on looting sprees. So yeah, that's coming from Zero Hedge. So I mean, I don't know what to say. And of course, like I said, there's going to be some person who comes up and they go, oh, big time. You know, they're not investing in Buffalo. Oh, guy, racism. Then the food desert. Yeah, well, it's your fault. Like I said, those Arab families, when they got to go home and talk to their kids and say, the black community took away our livelihood. Can those Arab kids hate you now? When those Arab kids grow up, if they open a store of their own, are you really surprised when they watch black people at every fucking second they're in their store? Does that really surprise you now? Those Arab kids grow up and they own a business or a gas station and they hire armed security and they put their hand, when black teenagers walk into their store, and now those Arab kids who grow up and they own their own business, when they keep their hands on their sidearms and their firearms when they see black teens walking in the store with Pooh Shiesty masks and hoodies on, it's your fault, black community. You created that animosity. So anyway, I'm big time.